Looks like I'm getting the Sentinel. Let's go. And we might even get the Luminarch later down the road. I love it. They finally gonna give up the Luminarch? No, they give me, oh my goodness. They give me the adversary. What in the world? Sacrifice it, sacrifice it. Let's go. They finally sacrificed it. Guess what? It's mine now. Everything belongs to me. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to lock me up after today's video because we have pulled off the biggest heist in MTG history, because today we're playing the Queen of Thievery. We're talking about Tergrid, God of Fright, and we steal absolutely everything. No permanent is safe. We're talking about an Orzhov control list built completely around Tergrid, and I think I found some really sweet new tools and mechanics that people have not yet thought of playing with her. And it is a grand old time. Before we dive into this, as always though, guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here and watching today's video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you find some value in today's video, or you just like hanging out with us, I'd really appreciate you if you hit that subscribe button, you know, become part of the team. And new Crimson Vow coming out this week. Gonna have some daily uploads for the next week once that hits. So if you want to hit that notification bell, that way you don't miss out. Upload schedule is going to be a little bit different than normal. Typically we're 3 days a week. We're going daily for at least a week, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, man, let's dive in, talk about this thing, and then we'll get into the gameplay footage, which is absolutely nuts. So stick around for that. We'll try to get through this quickly though. Like I said, we're playing Tergrid, God of Fright. Everybody knows this card. Everybody loves this card. It is super cool because it steals everyone's permanents. It's the budget Agent of Treachery, right? So we're trying to steal things, but we're doing it in a roundabout way. We need to cause our opponent to sacrifice or discard cards, and we're trying to really hone in and focus on that sacrifice piece. There are plenty of cards to do that. The one that comes to mind that everyone uses right away is Soul Shatter, right? We got the 4 of Soul Shatters because it deals with a lot of really cool things too. You got things that have indestructibility. You've got Goldspan dragons that you don't want to typically target. So this is a really great removal tool because you don't have to target the Goldspan. They don't get a treasure. We also get to steal it, right? So great removal tool. If you just so happen to run across a Planeswalker, you get that as well. So this being a very good card in this particular list matched with Tergrid. That's why they're both 4 ofs. And then on the other end though, here's where things get fun. Here's where things get a little weird that most people don't typically see or you know, haven't tried yet. And still to this moment, still to this very moment, we have yet to get a Minimus Containment to fully resolve and hit, because once Minimus Containment comes down, what this card says is basically we take a permanent on our opponent's side of the battlefield, we turn that permanent into a treasure, but it's still that same card. So let's just say, for example, we take, I don't know, let's just use a Luminarch, right? For an example, we take the Luminarch becomes a treasure. Well, now that treasure has the ability to be sacrificed. So our opponent now has the ball in their court. They can sacrifice that Luminarch as a treasure to spend it for mana, but if they do, in Tergrid's Resolved, we get to steal it. So it's kind of like putting our opponent in an impossible position, you know, to give them mana and entice them to want to use it, right? But then they're staring down the barrel of a Tergrid where they're like, if we sack this. So typically no one's going to sack their treasure. Almost in no scenario are they going to sack their treasure, unless of course we don't have Tergrid Resolved, which is still good enough because Minimus then becomes a 3 mana, remove anything on the battlefield. Pretty darn good. So the synergies there are pretty sweet. Nobody has sacked their treasure yet, and I've actually started to contemplate whether or not that actually works. I've read the card a million times. I feel like I feel like it works, right? I feel like it kind of has to work. And yeah, it gets a little weird there in one of the gameplays. I get a little confused on what happened, but we explain it as we go. But this is going to be a really sweet combo with Tergrid. One of the reasons why I built this list as Orzhov, I wanted to see those 2 cards together. So let me know if you guys ever get that combo to actually hit. Please let me know in the comments below. We've also got Wither Crown. This one we did actually get to hit. This one we get to put onto our opponent's creatures, and it basically deals 1 damage every single turn to our opponent if they want to hang on to their creature, or at any point they want to stop taking that damage and it becomes too much for them. They're going to have to sacrifice it and allow us to take it. Basically pretty much straight up, that's how it works. So those are 2 cards that not a lot of people typically run with this card, which actually work really, really well with it. So something to think about. We've also got 2 Onyxes as a win con. Also the -3 works really well with Tergrid. It's a sacrifice ability. We've also run a full playset of Humiliates to make our opponent discard cards. We can steal those as well. And then we've got a bit of a control shell built from there around the rest of the list. We've got 4 Splendors. You guys know I love this card. We used it in an Azorius list. Super great card, advantage, life gain. This card is really sweet. You're going to see it go off here in today's video. We've also got a full playset of Doomscars for those aggro matchups. We got 1 Vanishing Verse for things that are really tough to remove. You know, maybe artifacts, things like that. A Seeker's Chariot. And then we've also got 4 Sunset Revelries, because a lot of times if we don't find our Doomscar, we're going to get ran right over if we don't have a Revelry to kind of help us get there and save us. And then our mana is as follows. We got 2 Field of Ruins, 1 Campus for some scry abilities, a full playset of Snarls, which I hate, but I have to do it. And then, you know, you see what the rest is here. But that's going to be the deck tech breakdown, guys. Enjoy the gameplay footage. I hope you guys have as much fun as I do with this one. Oh, I forgot about Go Blank. Go Blank. Go Blank is in here. It doesn't actually work with Tergrid. The synergies don't work. We don't get to take what they discard because it immediately goes to exile. And the trigger on the stack doesn't actually work. But Go Blank is a 2 of in here because of those Is It lists that, you know, have flashback cards that you need to get, like Galvanic Iteration out of flashback position, or just flashback is a problem. So being able to take their entire graveyard and exile it, you know, shuts down Leer, things like that. So that's why that's in here as well. But anyways, that's going to do it. Let's get into the gameplay footage. We'll meet you guys back here at the end for some final thoughts. See you then. Peace. All right, here we go. Back from camping. And today we're going to bring you guys another banger. Cannot wait, man. This one's a list I've been wanting to try for, you know, at least to try to get it out for a while now. I hope you guys enjoy it, man. It's got some really wacky ideas in it and synergies. I'm hoping to get Tergrid a little bit of action today and stealing us some things. So we'll see, but a little bit of janky nonsense today, but that's what we do around here, man. When we get casual, we like to have some fun. This is what happens. And they took a couple of mulligans here, man. Unfortunate. Unfortunate for our opponent taking a couple of mulligans. Oh, you know what though? They're mono white. They might be able to recover here, but we do have 2 Sunset Revelries, which feels really good. So let's go ahead and humiliate. Oh, heck yeah. So they're a cheeky Book of Exalted Deeds cheapskate player. Now I don't feel so bad. I don't feel nearly as bad. All right, we're good. Oh, and we get our Doomscar. Say less, fam. Good luck getting through that with your little 2-1. Sorry, now I'm a little salty. I don't like people who are trying to get the Faceless Haven combo with the book. I think that's super cheap. Not the preferable way I would play this game. Let's see here. I guess we Soul Shatter this. That's fine. We don't have to pay the ward cost when they have to sacrifice it, so we're good. Hopefully they put the 1/1 counter on that. That'd be sweet. Nice. Nice. See you later. Come on, where are my lands at? Where are my dogs at? You know what I'm saying? Come on, where are my lands? Help me out here. Help me out here, game. We got off to such a great start, and our opponent's got double our mana. Somehow. What's going on here? Alright, well, we're at an even 20 with our opponent here, so we're looking pretty good. Ooh, let's get the Splendor down. Good luck now. I'm pretty sure that's going to solidify some really good stuff for us here. Faceless Haven. I really need to find Field of Ruin. Just in case they find that second Book of Exalted Deeds. I really got to find it. Alright, here we go. If only that was a fast land, I could have played Sunset Revelry as well. Gained a little more life, but instead, the game had other plans for us here. Alright. Nice. More mana isn't necessarily a bad thing. If I go here first, and then I could play Wither. Let's do this. Let's get the Tergrid down, because I really want to do the Tergrid combo. I really want to get the Wither Crown down on something and steal it. It's going to be so much fun. So they're going to run. Oh, they're going to pump it up. Oh, they don't. They don't actually attack. They're just trying to get the 1/1 counter for now. Interesting. Interesting. All right, well, we're gonna definitely go here. Let's gain some more life. Let's go here. Wither Crown. And now we're in a really, really cool spot here because we could just kind of sit here, let the Wither Crown just keep picking them apart, or they can give us their Luminarch. Your choice. Do it. Do it. Oh, come on. You know you want to. You know you want it. I'm at a weird spot in this game though where I have to make a pretty tough decision as to whether it's a double block, not double block, you know, something like that. Ooh, what is going on here? Is it my birthday? All right, we're gonna play a second Splendor here, which is gonna gain us a life, and then I'm going to allow them an opportunity here to sacrifice the Luminarch first before I Soul Shatter, because we can get a 2-for-1 here. Hopefully this is a creature. Okay, nice. It's a 2-drop, so it does actually help a little bit because now it makes their decision at least a little harder. They're gonna have to either give up the Sentinel or their Luminarch. They should give up the Luminarch, but looks like I'm getting the Sentinel. Let's go. And we might even get the Luminarch later down the road. I love it. I love it. All right, Tergrid's going off, baby. Because the combo is in full swing and it is feeling good. Feeling nice. All right, we just got to find a Field of Ruin, and their whole plan literally falls through, and we're drawing so many cards now. So many cards. That can go over there. Oop. And we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing, man. Just keep doing what we're doing. Let the Withered Crown. I could be attacking at this point. I know that. I'm aware. I'm kind of making this a slow burn though. It feels nice. Let's have some fun. Like, we've got them in a really big predicament, and so it feels nice to just really try to grind this home. All right, oh, beautiful. Which one are you gonna give me? You gonna give me the Luminarch, or are you gonna give me the adversary? You put the 1/1 counter on it. They finally gonna give up the Luminarch? No, they give me. Oh my goodness, they give me the adversary. What in the world? Adversary, whatever you want to call it. That's crazy. They are hanging on to this Luminarch with all of their might. Sack your treasure. Do it. Sacrifice your treasure so I can get your other creature. Oh no, it's over. It's over. We find the final piece of the puzzle. We find the final card to bring together Exodia. Should I play it and just... The moment I play this, they're going to scoop. Or should we have a little more fun with them? I don't know. I feel like we should have a little more fun with them. Let's have a little more fun. Just a little bit. Go ahead and make your blocks. There you go. That's gone. Nice little trade there. We get a little bit of a life gain, which helps a lot. And here comes the scoopsy doopsies, unfortunately. At least you would think. Sacrifice it, sacrifice it. Let's go. They finally sacrificed it. Guess what? It's mine now. Everything belongs to me. Everything is mine. That's cute. That Spellbinder, I don't know why you took Go Blank. You have no cards in hand. But that Spellbinder, unfortunately, my friend, that's gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and just take that if that's cool, you know? Get over here. Thank you. I could use a Spellbinder. I appreciate that. All right, your deck is my deck. Your deck is my deck. We're about to win, so I think what I'm gonna do is just to really put salt in the wounds, because they, again, this is only because they played Book of Exalted Deeds. Only because of that reason. I'm sorry. Don't play Book of Exalted Deeds with Faithless Haven. It's not right, man. Good game. Oh my goodness, that was a good time. That was a great time, because what was nice about that game was this deck is hard to really pop that kind of combo off, because typically your opponent figures out, you know, the writing on the wall, and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna scoop it up before it gets to a certain point. That opponent let some things go through, which I do respect, and I will say I appreciate them for that. But man, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun just having just going crazy. All right, we're up against Golgari. I'm gonna foretell this. This should be a pretty relevant card. We'll see. If we see Snow Mana here, it could be, I don't know, Skeletal Swarming, something like that. I'm sure Doomscar will play a factor, maybe. Okay, Innkeeper. This is blue. Okay, Soul Tie. You got me interested. What is it you're trying to do? I need one more land though, regardless. White, black, whatever. I'll take it. I need to get the Splendor down next turn, and we can start getting going on the card draw. That would be great. Okay. Another Innkeeper. I think out of I don't know. I think I gotta blow it up, man. I don't know. These Innkeepers. Innkeepers, huh? Ah, gosh darn it. We draw our one of Vanishing Verse, which is a great card. But we can't find one of 20 something mana. Like, come on. Come on, game. Don't mana screw us. That'd be a terrible way to start a second game. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so it is Skeletal Swarming. We kind of had an idea that was probably going to be the case. Oh my god. This is silliness. Silliness, man. We draw the Snarl. Cannot wait for the new set release, Crimson Vow. The moment Crimson Vow comes out, that card becomes obsolete and irrelevant. We'd have no issues right now with mana. Mana would be not even a question. We'd be perfectly fine. Another Snarl. Okay. Well, got to use up one of these. We're so far behind now, though. Literally so far behind right now because just mana. Because the game decides that our two Snarls in the deck are the cards we're going to draw. They're giving me the lowest percentile of draw possibilities with the Vanishing Verse, followed by Snarls. Like, give me a break. All right, we're going to go here. And then we're going to go here. And then next turn, we go Doomscar again. And then we're doing well. I think we're doing well from that point. Hopefully, we'll see. There are some things I am still worried about. Ah, they blow up my Splendor. That's a problem. That's actually a bad problem. Shoot, what do I do here? Because I want to get down Tergrid. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I could Humiliate and steal a permanent, which could potentially get me another Skeletal Swarming from their end. Maybe. It's kind of going to come down to luck here a bit with this Humiliate. We'll see. I do get a 1/1 counter to put onto. Oh, baby. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's hope that they're top. Oh, they got land though, which makes their Cobra activate. Shoot, I was gonna say let's hope they don't get another land off the top because they get a tapped one from the binding, but totally forgot that triggers the Cobra. They don't play the Ren in 7. Oh, I guess they get 2 more triggers. Okay, smart. They're smarter than I am apparently. All right, well, let's see. Is this highest converted mana cost or power? Greatest power. So unfortunately, that would be their token, and I can't have that being their token, man. But it is what it is. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we need to do here. I'm not sure. But if we can somehow get the containment minimus on this, we can steal it, which would be pretty sweet. Let's hope, man. Let's hope. This is kind of an interesting game, though. This is a very interesting game. Imagine, though, if I could have curved out, right? Like, this would be... we'd be in a much better spot. Like... All right, let's go here and here. Are they all going to... Oh, man, they're all going to the... Dang. That's unfortunate. Well played, though. I mean, get rid of the Ren in 7, right? Let's see what we hit here with the... Ooh, if we can hit a Humiliate again. Ooh, let's go. Humiliate, Humiliate. Unreal. Unreal. That's crazy. Now we're screwed. What a weak hit that was, man. Ridiculous. Yes, take action, please. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, thank God we got the binding right there. I forgot they were in the third trigger of that saga. That's crazy. Nice. We got the binding, which shuts down the skeletals, which thank God, because we were in a lot of trouble there with the Professor Onyx being fully exposed. Now we're good. So I was worried about that. I didn't even consider and take into account the binding was going to be, you know, sent off. Totally forgot about that. Once the second phase of the binding hits, I just kind of shut it off, like whatever. All right, they drop down another Ren. They're gonna get another token. They did have the festival. If I can get a go blank, I'd feel really good right now. Go blank would be very, very helpful. Also, if I could just start getting things to kind of pick apart our opponent's like creatures and situations, you know what I'm saying? This is actually a good move by them because all these have death touch. So I would be forced to block the 7/7. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. It doesn't really, like, we're still okay. It's just annoying. Like, we can let the skeletons get through. We can even let the cobra get through. All right, we'll take that. They should have swung. They definitely should have swung. Yes. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
I have impeccable study habits.
All right. Let's go. Okay. We're cooking now, guys. We're cooking. The fire has been started and we are cooking. Please sacrifice that treasure. That would be hilarious. People have yet to do this yet for us, but if they sacrifice the treasure, we get the permanent. So I'm praying they use that treasure up, man. They use that treasure up, not thinking about Tergrid. Oh, that would be amazing. We get another Ren and 7, another 9/9 on the field. Got all these big bodies out here that I can't really attack with because I just have to protect Professor Onyx. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Another Ren and 7. Oh my goodness. I stole one Ren and 7 and that's their third. You're kidding. They've top decked all 4 of the Ren and 7s. Oh my goodness. Man. Crazy. All right. See what we hit now. Hopefully something good here out the top. Splendor's not bad. Wither Crown's also not bad, but they utilize tokens, so it's not great, you know? It's just not a great look.
Let's go digging.
Wait, did they sacrifice? Oh my gosh, I have to go back and look if they sacrificed that treasure and why we would. So the treasure, oh my goodness. I thought for sure that treasure would give us the permanent. Apparently not. All right, well, let me see here. I think what I'm gonna do here. Is I'm going to full send on this. Okay, I'm gonna full send on this. They block everything, which I thought they would. No big deal. Hopefully they just let Ren and 7 die here. That'd be great, but no, they block everything. All right, it is what it is. We're gonna blow up the board anyways. That's why we did it. So that is why we did it. All right, we'll drop the Splendor. Doomscar. Next turn, we should be able to draw 2 cards off the Splendor because I don't foresee them being able to actually deal any damage to us this turn. And we also have Professor Onyx, which is going to draw us a card, a little more card selection as well. And we should be able to, you know, start doing some stuff here. Nice, let's go. We get the card draw. Ooh, okay. And Tergrid. Tergrid's not bad. See what we hit here on the top deck here. Minimus Containment again is cool, but I think Go Blank is going to be our choice here because we need to get rid of their graveyard. And keep in mind that if I do this, I don't actually get the cards from their hand, even if they're permanents. So I'm going to do this now. Gets rid of that, you know, nasty little flashback there. All right. And we pass the turn. They still can't get themselves a creature. They're going to have to plus up, which is only going to mill them even more. I mean, they're still at 32 cards, though. They got more cards in their deck than I do. 2 Meat Hook Massacres gone. All right, interesting. Drawing 2 more cards here. Love that. Love that. Don't love the cards I actually ended up with, though. Ooh, there we go. See, now we're talking. Now these are cards. These are the kind of cards I can deal with. You know what I'm saying?
There's gotta be something useful.
These are the kinds of cards we love to see. Let's go, baby. Scoopsy doopsy. Let's go. We pulled it off. I have to go back and take a look at that containment minimus and just see if I was correct in what my initial thought process was on it. I'll be right back and we'll see if we make any changes here. Okay, I'm back. Game 3. No changes were made to the deck. So what happened there was I didn't notice, but what happened there was when they played their 4th Ren and 7, the treasure still acts as a Ren and 7. So they actually had to choose which one they wanted to stay on the battlefield. So I do believe the minimus containment still works the way I think it's going to work. So we're gonna keep rolling with it. It should work just fine, hopefully. The way I've read it, it makes more than enough sense for it to work. So I'm hoping that's gonna be the case. We kept a really weird hand here, but I'm hoping that if we could just hit land, these can get us, you know, really far into the game. So that's the idea. That's the idea. Man, that last game was too good. We just beat, you know, the Soul Tireless that resolved the Ren and 7, resolved Skeletal Swarming. We had mana issues. Like, it's crazy how good we were able to perform there with just the things we had to go off of. We have 3 Splendors. Not ideal. Okay, not ideal, but we'll take it. We will take it for the life gain. By the way, we're up against a list here that is Rakdos Sacrifice clearly. Do I dare? Because they're going to just kill both of them, right? I still think we still block, yeah. Because the more creatures they have, the more fodder they have for sacrificing. And the fact that they're Rakdos, we know they're sacrificing. So we want to take away options like Deadly Dispute, things like that. We do give them the option to obviously get treasure there, which kind of stinks, but it is what it is. That's a perfect target here for our Minimus Containment. I also could Doomscar, but it would just get indestructibility. So let's go Minimus Containment on it. It's not great. It's not great because they're going to sacrifice it before I get the opportunity to get any value out of it with the Tergrid. But it is what it is. We need to find mana here. Land. Where's my land? This is actually a really bad matchup, like for them, if I find mana, because you know, with indestructibility, it doesn't do well against sacrifice, and that's what we do, man. We're a good counter for this list. So hopefully they have so much mana to work with, though, with all this treasure we're giving them for free. It is what it is. I'm hoping we can get Splendor down and not take damage, but nope. There's a gold span right in our face. Yikes. More mana is actually really welcomed here, so I'll take it. Do I go Splendor then Sunset Revelry? Because then we could actually, in theory, draw an extra card. We're trying to get to Onyx, so we got to make sure we hit our land drops. I'm hoping, obviously, Splendor's not going to get us an extra card this turn. We are going to take an extra shot from Goldspan, but next turn we gain 4 life. Maybe draw a card, depending on how this goes. Oh, God. Why is it the opponents we play draw 4 Renin 7s and 3 Goldspan Dragons? Like, it's their best card in the deck and they draw all of them. Literally all of them. That's so annoying. Now we don't get to draw an extra card, and we didn't even get the Onyx, so we can't even. Oh jeez, man. Let me guess, you got another one in your hand, don't you? Imagine. Imagine, man. All right, well, we're in trouble here. The worst trouble. We need to find a Doomscar, or we'll pretty much lose the game. I just, our luck today just has not been great with our opponents, you know, being able to draw and get what they need. Pretty savage, actually. And that's game. That's game, unfortunately, but it's okay. We are bound to lose one here because this deck is not, it's not obviously tier 1 savagery, but I think we could beat them. If we don't top deck a 3rd Splendor, we get our mana, like we win that match, but it is what it is. Good game. All right, well, let's just hope worst case scenario doesn't happen again and our opponent doesn't get all their best cards in their opening hand. Hopefully. And let's hope we can just not get too beat up on our mana screw. I just can't wait till the new Crimson Vow, man. The lands are going to be so much better. This is a much better looking hand than typical, so I am 100% snap keeping this bad boy. We've got the Campus too, so we could scry. And we got Doomscar up against the mono white. Okay, is it my birthday? Finally, let's go. Let's go. Snarl down. Boom, baby. And it doesn't come in tapped? What in the world? What in the world? Ooh, it's Selesnya. Okay, I didn't expect that. So it's going to be Magecraft, I'm sure. Why don't they trigger the monk there? That's weird. Oh, they are going to. Okay. They've got more instant speed nonsense. Gotcha. Okay. Well, what sort of 1 mana white protection spell are they running here? Because that is going to be a real annoying problem for us if they have one. I don't even know if it exists anymore if they have another 1 mana protect everything. I don't think that exists, right? I mean, I guess this, let's just do this to be safe, right? Let's just do this to be safe. Let's take another hit. Oh, you gotta be kidding. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. The Doomscar was definitely the play there. Shoot. That's bad. Hopefully the top deck that they play here and I can see. Okay, so it's another draw card though. Ugh. Whatever card it is, it's not instant speed because they would have played it pre-combat to trigger their abilities there. And it skipped ahead pretty quickly after they declared their attackers. So this should be a really solid Doomscar. All right. Now we go for the Splendor and we just start picking apart their creatures one by one here. One by one. We take them out. And hopefully find a Tergrid and we start stealing their stuff. Oh no! They scooped it up. That's the problem with these Selesnya the whole issue with Magecraft in general, man. Once you lose those core creatures and can't protect them with your tempo game plan, it's a wrap. But good game. I'm so happy we got this list kind of in a position where it can succeed a bit, man. This is one I was really excited about. I really was. I was really excited about this when we tried it on stream and it didn't go so well, but man, I was like, I know this could be cool. This whole idea could be pretty sweet if we just get it to like land. It could be pretty awesome. And Wither Crown was actually one of the cards I found later, and man, has it helped a lot with the synergies of this list. All right, we got a pretty solid starting hand. I like the Doomscar situation. I like the Revelry early. These are the 2 cards you typically want to see the most of when you first start a game. All right, it's zombies. I'm actually glad it's zombies. I was afraid it was going to be more of a traditional blood money snow list, but zombies might be okay. We might be able to deal with that. Aggro's okay. This has life drain. Whenever a creature dealt damage by this, dies and then you create the. Okay, got it. Okay. I think we just foretell one of these and say go, and then we can afford to take a bit of damage because the Revelries are, it's going to get us back into this game hopefully with some life gain. The mana situation's looking nice. Man, the white though is it's a pretty beastie creature, man. It really is. So they create a zombie when they kill something or deal damage to a creature. I'm still gonna go for this. Even though if I block the white, they get a zombie out of it. I'll Doomscar later. Just try to get the life back that we lost. Slow them down just a bit. Hopefully we can draw a land here off the top. They're gonna get a decayed zombie here off of the new Jadar that came out, plus a zombie off of the white. But this is a solid Doomscar. Hopefully they invest a little more. Just invest a bit more. One more card, one more zombie, bring it down. And I'll blow it all up. Blow it all to smithereens. They're thinking, man. Nope, they don't do it though. They just let it go. It is what it is. Still pretty good Doomscar. I'm pretty happy about it. But don't like that they still have 4 cards in hand. I'm gonna have to obviously bank another one here and get it going here soon. What are they highlighting for? Do they have a Deadly Dispute? They do. Gosh darn it. That's a card I should have thought of. It didn't matter. I was still probably gonna do the same thing. But that just made things even worse. Now they've got another full grip of cards here. This card says, if a non-token creature your opponent would control die, exile that card and counter on a steady, make cast spells. Okay, don't like that. Got it. So we don't like that guy. All right, let's go ahead and put the Splendor down. We're not going to be able to draw off of it just yet. Splendor is one of those cards, unfortunately. The only thing kind of keeping this card down is the fact that it doesn't come in and immediately give you value. I feel like if you said play this card, when it enters the field, you draw a card. And then everything else it says, it'd be so good. Like, it'd be over the top good. The only thing keeping it down is that I have to wait a turn, and then I could start really taking advantage of it if I can control the board the way I would like. All right, here we go. Field of Ruin. That's nice. They got a nice little land I can use that on. This might be an early Doomscar. It really might be, but I think it's fine because we have enough spot removal now that we should be okay. Deadly Dispute. How about a second one? Because everyone's had at least 4 of their best card. Why would zombies be different? Hit me with a Deadly Dispute. No, okay. Nice. We put him down. Putting down the old zombies here. Another Splendor. We get the Onyx to resolve, which feels really nice. We get to kill this straight up. See you later. You know what's great is when you see a card you don't typically always see, and you see all that text on there, and you don't even have to read it. You're like, you know what? I don't even have to read it. I'm just gonna kill it anyways. Forget it. Save me a lot of reading time. This, on the other hand, is a bit of a headache.
Are you enraptured by my beauty?
Because now I got creatures that I gotta worry about taking out my Professor Onyx. Soul Shatter's great, but I do still need a Doomscar, otherwise these two are just going to kind of run rampant. Or this is kind of nice. This is kind of nice. I can block one of those with this. Right? And then Soul Shatter, but then that leaves me with no more mana here. And I would like to Humiliate to just see what's in their hand. I think I have to Soul Shatter though, you know? Like, I have to. Like, there's no way around it. We were at 16 though, so they can't get me down to a point where I'm not drawing 2 cards. So, I mean, the card advantage is hugely in my favor. I just need to keep this Onyx alive. If they just find one card that has, one kill spell, they can kill one of these 1/1s, I'm done. Onyx is done. No! I needed Onyx, man. I really needed it. Fine though. Again, we draw multiple cards. Hopefully we can find another Onyx. We only have one more, but even Tergrid would be fine. No, come on. If I play this and then a Humiliate, I gain 2 life. I'm trying to get it to a point where I can draw these cards this turn. I gain 3 life because of the second Splendor. Or I could Soul Shatter and Containment, which isn't ideal, but at least it gets me the extra card. And we're really trying to find what we, you know, getting the extra cards I think is what the priority needs to be at the moment, because I need to get Tergrid. I got to start looking for win cons. And if I don't continuously keep drawing extra cards to get through my deck, it's going to be, we're going to make it a lot harder on ourselves. So let's just keep digging. Keep digging. Because our win con is a 4 of, and you know, getting halfway through your deck, not seeing it is pretty typical. But if it was Goldspan Dragon, we'd already have all of them. So nice. We gave him a free Deadly Dispute with that. All right. Hopefully these Humiliates hit pretty good here. I'm not afraid of the Skullport Merchant. It only deals 1 damage, so I can leave that alive and go for the Splendor, double up, and a Humiliate. That seems pretty good. The card draw's on point for us right now. This says if you sacrifice a creature, put a soul counter on it, then there are 3 or more soul counters. You can turn it into the 3/7. Okay. Dang, what is going on, man? Where's the good stuff? You know what I'm saying? Where's the good stuff? Definitely Blend of Snow. Blend of Snow has to go because it's not just a removal tool, and it doesn't, I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, that doesn't affect me very much because I don't run very many creatures, but it's a free way to get back anything from the graveyard, which would be the Loth, and I cannot have them getting back a Loth for free. So, shut that down. Let them have the spot removal. I think we're good, man. As slow as this is for us right now, this is pretty good. Hey, Master, let's go. Thank you for the sub there. I always, in case you guys don't know, those are my sub alerts from when I stream. I just don't always turn them off when I record because then I forget to turn them back on. So I leave them how they are. All right, we get the Tergrid down. Beautiful. Go ahead and play the Humiliate. That was a mistake on my part. That was probably the biggest mistake I've made all day, and I regret doing that. Obviously, we lose our Tergrid. We knew they had Infernal Grasp. I, in my brain, was trying to get the 1/1 counter on Tergrid, not thinking. Pretty silly on my part, to be honest. I don't know why they didn't cast that in response. That seems a little silly, but okay. Dang. Big mistake on my part. Don't be like Swayze. Sunset. Look at all this card draw. This is disgusting. Disgusting. All right, we get 2 1/1s to protect our life. Oh, jeez. I just need another Tergrid or another Onyx, please. That would be fantastic. I don't need to play another Splendor here. I think that's too much card draw. That might actually get through our deck a little too quick. And then it might start an avalanche that I can't stop, especially if we draw an Onyx. I do want to keep these 3 in hand until I can find the Tergrid again. Man, they're just running spot removal though, so we don't know what's in their hand. And it could be another Infernal Grasp at some point, and that might be a problem. Well, at least we can beat them down there with these 1/1s if they're not going to... If they're going to keep swinging with the Merchant and not hold it back for defense. We could just keep swinging in. Nice! We get another Tergrid finally. Let's go. Let's go. That's a no-brainer. That's a slam that sucker down and let's get it going. And I have just enough mana to pop one of these on here and still be able to activate our Field of Ruin. I know we still have the Campus as well to scry later in the game, but at this point, having all these Splendors down, there's no need to worry about the Campus. All right, next turn I might get a Merchant, which could help me draw even more cards. We'll see. All right, Faceless Haven's gone. 27 cards back in my deck, so hopefully I can find some mana here. Okay, we got plenty. Nice. Wasn't sure how many basics I would still have there, but that was quite a few. Quite a few. Let's go. Thank you for the Merchant. We'll be taking that. Pleasure doing business with you. Pleasure, pleasure. And we're off to the races, guys. There's not much they can do. We've got them locked out with the... Oh, no, you're kidding. Wow, not much they can do except for throw down a meat hook massacre and just absolutely destroy my face. Oh, my God. What a top deck. What an absolute top deck. We might deck ourselves. We might deck ourselves. Unreal. And our win cons are just all at the bottom, so we're just sitting here waiting for it and just slowly bleeding ourselves to death. All right, well, let's take out their graveyard. Let's stop them from being able to top deck the nastiest blood on the snow we've ever seen. Unreal. Meat hook massacre top deck when we already got rid of some. How many did we got rid of some earlier, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay, that was our first one. I thought for some reason I thought we got rid of that earlier. Looks like we are gonna scry, ladies and gentlemen. Where are my actual win cons, bruv? No, where are my win cons, bro? Come on. Help me out here, game. Help me out here. Help me help you. We're gonna lose this game if we don't find it. Give me an Onyx, please. But by the time I get the Onyx, they're just gonna get, you know, spot removal for it. So it's like, what do we do? Don't need that. Up, keep scry. Not taking any chances here. Come on. I have one more Onyx and two more Tergrids, man. One Onyx, two Tergrids. Just playing the waiting game. Big yikes, dude. Big yikes. Cannot believe this is happening to us right now. All right, whatever. It's all good. We'll figure it out. Let's just hope. I mean, at this point, I mean, Onyx is great, but at this point, Onyx might deck us out. Like, I don't know what to do about that. We have spot removal for that. I'm more afraid about their spot removal than my own. Like, Humiliate's great. Humiliate is great. Do I play this before Onyx? Probably, just to be on the safe side. But it does slow us down in dealing them damage. But I've got to play it safe. I have to. I got to know that there's no removal in their hand ready to go. We do miss out on 2 damage. I'm aware of this. It is what it is. We're gonna containment breach this bad boy. Minimus containment, sorry. Not containment breach. Tergrid, beautiful. 10 cards left. Gotta be careful. We might not even plus up Onyx anymore at this point. We just might not do that. I'm gonna activate. No, do I reshuffle my deck? Maybe. I guess it doesn't really matter. I was gonna activate Field of Ruin here, but I don't know. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. All right, let's blow this up. Let's see if we can't deal enough damage here to just put him away. All right, no more lands for us. We reshuffled our deck though, and we're drawing 3, 2, 3. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, you know what? We have so much mana. We're doing this. We're doing this. Let's just totally bleed them to death with this lantern. That's what we're gonna do. Lantern, lantern, lantern. They sack. Okay, perfect. Do it again. Do it again. This is how we're gonna beat them. We are gonna get a very cheeky win here, but a win nonetheless. We are not activating our Onyx. We can't afford to activate Onyx because we are going to mill ourselves to death. We're at 7 cards, so we gotta be careful. It just so happened that every win con in our deck was at the bottom of our list, so it is what it is. All right. Should get a Tergrid. I was gonna say we should get a Tergrid here, so that should be pretty good. This should just about do it. Tergrid down. Give me your champion. 4 cards left, which means I can go one more turn. And they say good game. 2 life left. Let's go. Perfect. Let's go. GG's. What a game, man. What a game. Sorry for all the complaining. I just wanted to find our win con so bad, and it just wasn't happening. It was getting frustrating. But anyways, that was fun, man. I really enjoyed that list a lot. Let's break this sucker down and talk about what we would change, maybe. That's gonna do it for today's gameplay footage, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I thought it was very fun. I'm still trying to do my best to stay creative, stay as competitive as I can for you guys. And with Crimson Vow right around the corner, it's getting a little tough, but I'm glad we were able to find something as old as Tergrid and try hopefully put a new fresh spin on it for you guys. So much fun, man. It was a lot of fun to play this list. And I personally enjoyed the games we had a lot. They were some of the funner games I've had in a while. So all in all, love the deck. Before I talk about things maybe we could possibly change in this list, I just want to say, if you made it this far into the video, as always, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys all so much for that support, because if you make it this far, the YouTube algorithm loves watch time. So you guys are helping me out a bunch with that. So thank you so much. But yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. A couple things I liked, didn't like. I obviously love the synergies between Wither Crown, Tergrid, you know, all the sacrifice. It's just really good. This combos are just ridiculous. You saw how crazy it was when they started to go off. I still have yet to see Minimus Containment go. I want to see somebody sacrifice that treasure, right? Because if you enchant the non-land permanent, let's just read the card together. I guess that would be the best place to start. Enchant non-land permanent. Enchanted permanent is a treasure with sacrifice this artifact. By no means does it say the permanent stops becoming that permanent. It's still that permanent. It's still whatever it is. You saw the Ren in 7, right? It's still the Ren in 7. If they sack it, I should get the Ren in 7. I have yet to get one game, though. We've played so many on stream and so many in this video, and we've yet to see the containment to do its thing. So please let me know if I'm right. I hope I'm right. I hope this whole thing isn't just like a farce and doesn't actually work. I was really scared about that Ren in 7 one, but yeah, they just had another Ren in 7 come down, which even kind of proved my point further, that the second Ren in 7 came down, and then they were forced to choose between the two, which one stays on the field. And so they chose the one, obviously, that was a Ren, and the other one just gets removed from the field. They didn't actually technically sacrifice it, right? So the fact that it made them choose, though, tells me it's still a Ren in 7, so it should become ours, right? So I'm thinking that synergy is perfectly fine, and I love that. But I would like to know with, you know, validity that it's 100% going to work. Go blank is the other one I have a problem with here. I like it a lot. Is just a problem, man, and is it just needs to be dealt with? And humiliate and is go blank are my two kind of real tools to deal with that matchup. You want to try to just get into their hand. We have no blue. If you don't have blue, you can't beat Alrund's Epiphany unless you get lucky enough to, you know, go into their hand and remove these things before they can use them. So when you're playing Orzhov, these are kind of your best potential options for that, to stop those types of plays. And also, you know, all the flashback cards you want to just deal with and get rid of. The go blank's a great way to do that, but I hate that if you cast a go blank and Tergrid's out there, you don't actually get the synergy buff off of it by getting the cards that are permanents to your side. So I wish there was a better tool for this. You could also run in your land base. You can also run let me see here. You could also run the Hive of the Eye Tyrant, which is a creature that can swing in and start discarding cards out of your opponent's graveyard. That's a great way you can do it too. Something to consider. There are other things too where you can kind of spot removal people's graveyards, exile things from their graveyard by attacking or whatever it may be. There's a white creature where it has an option where you can pick a card out of a graveyard. There are things you can do, right? So you can kind of play with that. Let me know. I have one Vanishing Verse in here just because we had an extra slot that I wanted to fill, and I thought it was a really great utility tool. But it also doesn't really synergize in this list. Neither does Splendor, though, and I think Splendor is one of my favorite, you know, new draw tools. And I think Splendor goes really well and pairs well with Onyx, because Onyx is constantly gaining us life. This is gaining us life, playing spells, right? Everything is kind of gaining us life if we got one of these two things down. So I think it synergizes okay, but it's not exactly like a perfect synergistic card for the list. But anyways, that's all I really have to say about the deck. I thought it was really fun. I think it can obviously be tweaked up a bit. You guys can have some fun with this one, and let me know what you come up with. If you guys have a way to make this list any better, please in the comments down below, always leave it there. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It makes my day. So thank you so much for all the engagement on my videos. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting a thumbs up, if you're still here too, that would be help greatly. And yeah, man, that's gonna do it for today's video, man. I really appreciate all of you guys. The support's been great. It's been amazing. And last shout out, of course, as always, at the end of the video, special shout out goes to the Marty Mob, man. Marty Mob, you guys make everything on this channel possible. You make it run, you make it tick. You guys are the best, man. And I really appreciate you all so much for everything you do for me and getting me ever so close, you know, closer and closer to that end goal. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much. I appreciate all your support and love here, man. It goes a long way. And if you guys want to learn more about the Marty Mob, as always, hit that join button down below, hit the link in the description. It'll tell you all about the Marty Mob and what you can get for becoming a member. And new box opening coming soon. Still in the mail, still waiting for it. It's on back order, but waiting for the Innistrad Midnight Hunt box. We're gonna do a big opening for you guys, members only. So shout out to the Marty Mob. That's gonna be the video, guys. Peace. See you guys on Wednesday, and then hopefully a new set comes out and we'll have some fun, man. Till next time. Peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man, man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.